And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1. It's showtime.
These funny orange tree treats are getting ready to tell us about the other creatures who live in this world.
What are the Yun-Yuns?
Why, sugar, they're the secret of our happiness.
Oh, the secret.
That's right, honey. And in just 2 shakes, you'll see the Yun-Yuns for yourselves.
Just tootle along with us, dearies.
Why, it looks like a theater.
Not too close, lammy pies. You won't like the smell.
Oh, boy, it's about to start. Come on, Glow. We're going to be late to the Yun-Yun show.
Oh, what's the rush, Juicica? Let me soak up some more sun first. Aren't I getting gorgeous?
Oh, Glow, you've always been gorgeous.
And with a little more of that rich, good golden color, I'll be absolutely perfect.
Oh, Glow.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen tree treats. We've got a fine show lined up for you today with an all-star cast of Yun-Yuns.
Hey, did you bring your nose plug?
First, I want to thank all of you wonderful tree treats for coming over here to see us poor, dumb Yun-Yuns.
Hooray, tree treats!
You're just super. I just hope you could stand our smell.
It ain't easy.
Hey, this is kind of weird, isn't it? Somehow it doesn't seem so funny.
Ah, Willie, where's your sense of humor? Good heavens, I wonder what they're doing. This place is so strange. There's something I don't like about those orange creatures. What, Cynthia? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but something. Hey, what's that? Oh, what? Listen. Oh, no. What now? Gee, it sounds like someone's crying. But who? We're all alone here. Gosh, I wonder what's wrong. What are you doing, Henry? Stay back. It could be dangerous. But maybe we can help. This is no time for sympathy, you. Shh.
Please don't cry, Grandfather.
I can't help it, Relish. I'm so sad.
But why, Grandfather? Yun-Yuns are always happy.
Yun, yun, yunny, fun, fun, funny, that's what we are. Boo at us, throw a shoe at us, if we go too far.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first act, Mr. Comedy himself, Henny Yun-Yun. Hey, Henny, did you hear? The police are looking for a Yun-Yun with one arm called Irving.
Oh, really? What's the other arm called? You know about the dumb Yun-Yun who stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun went? Finally, it dawned on him. This Yun-Yun was so dumb, the fortune teller reads his mind for half price. He's so lazy, he gets into a revolving door and waits. You know, there are some Yun-Yuns that don't have noses.
Oh, yeah? How do they smell?
Terrible.
Well, lammy pies, how do you like it?
Terrific. Oh, it's a scream. But I don't know.
But, do the Yun-Yuns really enjoy it? I mean, do they like making fun of themselves?
Sure, kiddo. They adore it.
Well, I'm not so sure they do.
Ladies and gents, the dancing duo, Claude and Hopper.
But, Grandfather, you're different from other Yun-Yuns. Instead of laughing, you cry.
True. I cry so much that they have named me Weepy.
But, Grandfather, why are you crying?
I can't tell you, Relish. It would make you cry, too.
Please, Grandfather. I'm not afraid, and I'd like to know.
Very well, Relish. I'll tell you what I know.
Just what I need, a tear-jerking story. Shh, I want to listen.
A long time ago, before you were born, things were very different here.
How?
In those days, Relish, we Yunyuns had many rich fields. We were strong and proud.
Grandfather, I didn't know that. What happened?
The tree-treats were jealous. They wanted our lands and fields. So they invented a vicious plan.
What plan, Grandfather?
To laugh and laugh at us. To make us feel stupid and ugly and weak.
Yes, go on.
It worked very well. The tree-treats became powerful. They took our land.
And then?
And then they made us sing and dance for them and tell them they're beautiful. They forced us to tell jokes about Yunyuns so we would hate ourselves.
Oh, it was a way to keep their power.
And now, Relish, it is only I, Weepy, who remembers the truth.
To be continued. Next time, A Tale of Woe.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
My name is Davo Cruz. Sometimes, in the daytime, you might find me working for my father. He is a sign painter, rotulista. This is my little car. It gave me to and from home. At home, I do what I like to do best, ceramica. I live here in Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Come with me and I will show you how I work. My wife Chica and my son Jeronimo. Watch carefully. It is important to keep the tools clean, especially the wheel. Now I am ready to work. The clay must also be prepared. The air has to be taken out of the clay and the clay made soft. Ceramist is a person who does different things with clay, like plates, pots, vases, all kinds of things. I have exhibitions in different places, cultural events and things like that. I have to keep my hands wet at all times. I am very interested in our culture. I get my ideas from the Taino designs. Tainos are the Puerto Ricans who lived in Puerto Rico before the Spaniards came to the island. They are our ancestors, like the Africans and the Spaniards. They are all mixed in our blood. That is what we are, Puerto Ricans. I try to sell my pottery at a price everyone can afford. I don't want just rich people to have them or to be put in the museum. I show my pottery and people buy them, and that's how people see my pottery.
Did
once upon a time.
Mary Cassatt returned from Europe yesterday. She has been studying painting in France and owns the smallest Pekingese dog in the world.
I do not admit that a woman can draw like that.
A painter and a woman. A long time ago, that was unheard of. Nice girls did not leave home, and certainly not to study painting. But Mary Cassatt knew what she wanted, and she was determined to follow her dreams, no matter what anyone thought. 100 years ago, Paris was the place to go if you wanted to study painting. Paris, France, a city filled with museums and with some of the great art of the world. So Mary went to Paris. To Mary, the best way to learn to paint was to visit the museums, sit in front of a great painting, and copy it. That way, Mary could learn how other painters created beautiful effects, or how they could make people in the portraits look alive. And by putting little tiny dots all over a painting, they could make it look like it was shimmering with a bright light. Everything Mary learned, and she worked hard, spending many days, many years studying, she finally put to use to create her own work. Mary's favorite subjects were families with children. She painted her friends and her relatives. She especially loved to paint mothers and daughters. For years she painted, and only a few people noticed her paintings. She painted to please herself. Her opinion of her own work was what mattered. If she knew it was good, then that was good enough. Eventually, people began to buy Mary's paintings, and she became successful. Her paintings now hang in the great museums of the world, and she is considered one of America's most famous painters, Mary Cassatt.
How do you find yourself?
With our very own voices and our very own hands.
Sing a little louder. How do you find yourself?
With our very own voices and our very own hands.
This is Taos, New Mexico. These are the Native American kids who live there. We've drawn pictures to show you our world. It's a world that's close to nature. And it's filled with our traditions. Native Americans reading poetry written by Native American kids from Taos and from all over the United States. Indian is eyes like an eagle, runs like a deer, active as a cub, a good person, and proud. A bird soaring higher, higher till it touches the cloud. Flying
freely, gracefully, going over ridges until it reaches the end of the world. At first, there are no horses until the Spaniards came into the New World. Then some horses left by the Spaniards roamed free in the prairie until civilization caught up with them. They roam no more. Even though the prairie calls, they will never return. Deer bound so graceful that no man can run after a deer. Soft is the fawn that was born on the eve of spring. Deer.
My family. The sky holds my hand. The earth holds my legs. I am a mile tall. The sun is my father. The moon is my mother. Stars are my brothers. That's why I am an Indian.
My name's Monica. My friends and I live in Oakland, California. We helped solve the mystery.
Come on, we're going to go practice the show at Tammy's house. I can't. We brought some costumes for you. Here, look at this is for you. I have to stay home. Okay, we'll practice here instead. You can't play here. I have to go in. Bye. Bye. Boy, what a snob she is. Doesn't want anything to do with us. She's acting real weird. You know, she's always jealous. I know. Guess she's jealous. Come on, let's go, you guys. Come on. Wonder why she acts like that. She was so cold. Did you see the way she ran away? Yeah, there. Maybe she's jealous. Nah, she's just stuck up. Does she think she's too good for us? Sure. Hey, that's no way to talk about your friend. ¿Qué piensas, Carlos? Look, all I know is that you've been loud-mouthing Dawn for the past 15 minutes. Maybe she's embarrassed to tell you why she won't play with you. You ever think about that? Sometimes people have to be like detectives. They have to find out what's wrong with their friend and help them. Maybe we should try to find out why she won't play with us. I don't think we should. Yeah, maybe we should. I'll meet you in front of her house in 15 minutes. Hey, where are you going? To get my magnifying glass. What do you need a magnifying glass for? We're detectives, aren't we? It's good, huh? Who's there? Hey, Tammy. What are you doing in there? Hiding. Well, come out. Darn bushes. Why are you dressed like that? You look sort of dumb. We're detectives, aren't we? We're not detectives. Yes, we are. You heard what Carlos said. Tammy. Psst, shh. You're going to give us away. Come on, let's go. This way. I'm just gonna get caught. Tough.
even Dawn's mother. That's funny. Dawn's mother's always home.
Come on, let's come back later.
Wait, hold it. Do you hear that? They're in the backyard.
Put this contraption back. We'll get in trouble.
Shake it to the right. Shake it to the left. Shake it to the Little Sally saucer sitting in a saucer. Rice, Sally, rice. Wipe your bitty eyes. Put your hands on your hips. Make your backbone hit. Dawn's playing with her brothers and sisters. I wonder where her mother is.
I can't see.
Well, what do you want me to do? Shh.
Look, they can't.
What are you doing here?
We came to find out why you won't play with us.
Can we come in? Come around the front.
All right, we'll be right there.
What are you doing here?
We came to find out why you won't play with us.
Where's your mother? She's working.
Who takes care of your brothers and sisters?
I do.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Gee, I wish I could do that.
No, you wouldn't. You can't play with your friends when you babysit.
Why not?
Because you have to play with the kids.
Do you need any help?
You really want to?
Uh-huh. Me too.
But I thought you wouldn't want to play with me if I babysat.
Oh, no. We like taking care of children. Hey, you guys want to see a really good show?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today? Why don't you make a new friend, make a new friend, make a new friend today?
My name is Angela Priestley, and I'm 5 years old. I live in New Orleans, and I have one sister and 2 brothers. I don't go to school, but when I go to school, I'll be very happy. Now I stay home, and I play with my toys and my fish. I also like playing with my baby doll. I like cookies. Tomorrow I'm gonna do is go outside and play. Do all the things I can. I make my mama happy, and I make my daddy happy too. That's all.
Hi, this is Woody. Hope you're awake. It's time for us to start to bake. Sweet potato pudding, Southern style, see? A sweet potato treat for you and for me. We need 1 beaten egg, 2/3 2/3 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of sugar. No, we're not done. 2 tablespoons of butter, melted, and then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, we need some lemon extract. Oh, lemon extract, 1/8 teaspoon to be exact. And most important for what we're gonna do, 3 medium-sized sweet potatoes too. Now we're ready to cook. And it's a good notion to get someone older to help with the potion. Because working around the stove just can't be beat when there's someone bigger to help with the heat. Now gently boil the sweet potatoes till they are tender. And then remove their skins and mash them in a big deep bowl. Add the sugar and milk, the egg and the butter, the cinnamon and lemon extract. All told. Now beat the mixture until it's creamy, then grease the baking dish. This'll be dreamy. Then fill it with the sweet potato mixture and bake. An oven of 350 degrees it'll take. Wait 45 minutes, and when it's done, you'll have Southern pleasure for everyone. You might want to take it out 10 minutes early and put marshmallow on top, all white and pearly. Then put it back in the oven 10 minutes for Southern sweet potato pudding. You'll want more and more.
White, black, white, black, white, black, white, black.
I wonder why they're called dumb animals.
And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 1, A Tale of Woe.
While the rest of us are watching the show, Henry and Cynthia are discovering something new about the Yunyuns.
And then?
And then they made us sing and dance for them and tell them they're beautiful. They forced us to tell jokes about Yunyuns so we would hate ourselves.
Oh, it was a way to keep their power.
And now, Relish, it is only I, Weepy, who remembers the truth.
Oh, Grandfather, that's terrible.
You know, it is sad. Let's tell them how sorry we are. Wait, don't leave me alone. I'm coming with you. Gee, they're terrific.
What an act.
I wonder what's going to be next.
Who are you?
We are humans. Don't be afraid.
Where did you come from?
We were up in the tree in our spaceship. I suppose it's rude, but, we overheard your story, and we'd like to be your friends.
We'd be so grateful. Can you help us?
No, they mustn't try. It's too late to change.
But, Grandfather, things can't go on like this. We should be happy and proud.
Yan, yan, yanny, yan, yan, yanny, ba-da-da-da. Scram, water, boat you down. Bam, 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 beat, bam, ba-da. Bam, ba-da-da-da. Bam, bam, ba-da-boo. Do-do-do. Da-da. Whoa, whoa.
So this is your secret.
That's it, baby. The secret of happiness.
Lammy pie, it's laughter. Laughter every day.
Ah, those Yunyuns. They know just the way to make us feel real good.
Yeah, but how do the Yunyuns feel? That's what I'd like to know.
Hey, you guys. Let's go back and tell Cynthia and Henry about the great show we saw.
Boy, will they be sorry they missed it. Come on. But we want to do something for you. Please, let us try.
No, child. It's too difficult to change things back. No! A tree treat is coming.
Quick, go away. We can't be found talking with you.
Oh, Glow, if only you'd hurried. By now, we've probably missed the whole show.
Well, what do you know? Look, Jusica, a pair of dumb little Yunyuns. Let's have them put on a show for us.
Good afternoon, Mr. Glow. Miss Jusica.
Good afternoon.
My Glow, the two of them sound positively gloomy.
What? This is unheard of. Do you hear me? I won't have it.
No, sir, Mr. Glow.
How about some fun and jokes? Some laughter? Go on. Start with the song.
Yes, sir, Mr. Glow. Yan, yan, yanny, fun, fun, funny.
Louder, louder. Put more pep into it.
Oh, this is awful. The poor little things.
Wasn't that show super?
It was different, all right.
Yeah, I haven't laughed so hard since we left Earth. Henry!
Cynthia! What are you doing out of the spaceship? Look.
Now tell us a joke.
Well,
Hurry up, old fella.
when does a Yunyun smell the best?
I give up. When?
When he's far, far away.
Gee, it's just like the show. But it doesn't seem so funny anymore.
Dance with.
I'll say it isn't funny. You mean you were laughing at them? Well, yes. Everybody was laughing. The whole audience was laughing. Oh, Eleanor, how could you? It was funny. At least I thought so then.
Oh, the tree treats were laughing.
That's what the tree treats always do. We found out all about it. They laugh at the Yunyuns to make them feel stupid and weak. It was a way to get power. It made the Yunyuns hate themselves. So that's the true secret of the tree treats' happiness.
The villains.
Oh, how awful. I didn't think that show was so funny.
Now I'm sorry I laughed at the Yunyuns.
We've got to help them. But Eleanor, what can we do? I just don't know.
To be continued. Next time, mirrors don't lie.
Did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
Long, long ago, many Indians believed that the white man had the gift from the Great Spirit to send his messages hundreds of miles on the talking leaf. That is, the gift of the written language. But one man, Sequoia, did not believe this. He was sure that he could find a way for the Cherokee Nation to read and write their own language. At first, Sequoia drew a picture for each Cherokee word, but there were thousands of Cherokee words. Sequoia tried many different ways to find the secret of writing his language. Many years went by, and Sequoia kept working and trying. Making up a written language was hard work, especially all by himself. What he was trying to do, no one had ever done before. Sequoia also used some of the English alphabet because it looked the same as his, but were simpler. After 12 years of trying, Sequoia succeeded. He ended up with 86 characters, and it worked. Sequoia had given the Cherokee Nation a gift better than gold. Messages could be sent back and forth between the Cherokees in the nation. Now their stories could be written down. Now the Cherokee Nation could read and write their own language. It took Sequoia 12 years to find a way for the Cherokees to write their own language. But he is the only man in the world to find the secret of a written language, all by himself.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
This is Window Rock, Arizona. It's the capital of the Navajo Indian Nation. Indians have lived here for thousands of years. Just 80 miles from Window Rock is the largest and most modern college in the United States devoted to the education of Indian people. Library, Margaret Wood, can I help you? My name is Margaret Wood, and I'm the head librarian at Navajo Community College. Being in charge of the library has really been a challenge for me. Libraries are for people so they can study, learn, and explore new worlds with books. My job is to make it easy for students to find what they want and be able to use it. This machine saves a lot of space for more books because we can put a whole book on a roll of microfilm. I was really lucky to become a head librarian right after graduation from college. I studied 4 years in college and then 1 more year in library school before I came here. The exciting part about being here at Navajo Community College is that we're building the best and largest collection of books about Indian life, culture, and history. There are not enough places where students can go and find books about Indians. And for me, it's important that our students have the books they need. The only problem is that we're so far away from any big city that sometimes it takes 8 weeks for a new book to get here. We have to keep track of all our books, magazines, and tapes, and I have assistants who help me. A few students work in the library part-time, and they're now thinking about becoming librarians. When a student returns a book, we have to put it in the same place it was before. Otherwise, it would be hard to find it again. Sometimes I have a lot of paperwork to do, but I save it for quiet moments when there aren't many students around. The satisfaction in this job comes from helping people, and I'm more than happy when someone asks me for something that I can find and make available to them. The frustration comes when we don't have it here in the library or when someone doesn't ask me for anything.
How do you find yourself?
With our very own voices and our very own hands.
Sing a little louder. How do you find yourself?
With our very own voices and our very own hands.
Hi, my name is Anna Ngan.
And my name is William Suho, and these are drawings that were done by the Chinatown Planning Council kids.
And these are our voices telling about them.
At school, we learn all the regular things from our teacher. And then, after school, most of us go to Chinese school. In regular school, we learn to read and write, and in Chinese school, we learn too. But we learn to do it in Chinese.
We write from left to right and across in English. But we read from right to left and up and down in Chinese. And we learn to write with a brush and ink. Chinese words are like pictures, and many of words come from pictures. Like the moon, it's yu in Chinese. And sun is yat in Chinese. Now a moon and a sun together are ming. That means bright.
Since we have no alphabet, we must memorize all the words we learned, and there are over 5,000 words. But I'm really glad I know Chinese and English.
When I'm not in school, there's time for other kinds of fun. Here are some things most kids around here like to do. Baseball, that's fun. And ping pong. And Chinese jump rope. That's with big rubber bands, and we jump around it.
And reading books. Camping out is great. I like to daydream about having exciting adventures. And seeing beautiful things. I hope my dreams come true.
I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
Like to play with Mile?
Hi, I'm Monica. My sister Elena and my friend Tammy want to know our friend Don better.
You said it wrong. You said Dule, want to play with leg. Dule, want to veg leg. Dule, play. I know. Dule. What's this? So hot up there. Who's this? I don't know. What's in there? What's in there? Oh, my mother's chest. All clothes in there.
Wow, this is great. Your mother's old things are better than the ones on TV.
They sure are. Hey, why don't we put on a show?
Yeah, you can be the audience and I'll be the movie star.
Oh, Tammy, you've been watching too much television.
Oh, good to go. What kind of show shall we put on?
Let me think.
A variety show with dancing and singing
and funny jokes.
It's gonna be really neat. Come on, Kiko Pop.
That's gonna be great, Tammy.
Chief Dum Dum say glad you like it. Otherwise, you lose him scalp. Indians don't scalp people.
Hey, why don't we do a show about Indians?
We could build a teepee and show them getting wet when it rains. Indians don't live in teepees anymore. Sure they do. Don't you watch television anymore?
Sure. Kill cowboys.
Kill cowboys. Kill cowboys. Kill cowboys. Kill cowboys. Kill cowboys. We don't do that.
Dawn ran off.
How come? I don't want to do the show without her.
I don't either. Did you do anything to hurt her feelings?
No, did you?
I don't think so. Come on, let's go find out what's wrong.
Because they think Indians are dumb and lazy and kill other people. Well, did you tell them that our family was Indian? They didn't give me a chance. They were just jumping up and down or whooping. I felt silly. We don't do that, Cindy. I'm sure the girls weren't trying to make you feel bad, Don. They just don't know any better. The only Indians they've ever seen are probably the ones on television. I know. I tried to tell them that those Indians aren't at all like real Indians. They wouldn't like it if I was to put on a show about Mexicans or Anglos and make them look silly and bad. Listen, Don, can you do me a favor and go down to the store and pick up a few things? I gotta stay home today. I don't want to go, Cindy. I'm never gonna play with them again. Don't be that way, Don. I'm sure the girls weren't trying to make you feel bad. Well, I bet as soon as they find out Indians are just like other people, they'll come around and apologize.
Come on, you guys. Why?
No wonder she got mad. Then what did you say?
Nothing. We were just playing Indians and she got all upset.
You mean making fun of Indians? Don't you know Dawn and her family are Indians?
No, they're not. Even her mother and father?
Right.
You must have really hurt her feelings. You know how bad we feel when people make fun of us Mexicans? They think we all wear sombreros and say, "Si, señor." They never really get to know us.
Hey, look, like that sign up there.
Yeah, look at these pictures in this coloring book. Indians on a warpath. Back here. See? Indians cooking on burners. Indians building teepees.
But that's from the past.
I think I understand now.
Hey, there goes Mr. Young, Don's father. Come on, let's go ask him.
Yeah.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Mr. Young. Carlos says that you're Indian. Is that true?
Yes, we are. We're from Hoopball, California Indian. Did you believe that all Indians wore feathers all the time? Listen, girls, I have to get home to dinner. We'll see you.
Bye. We have to go find Don, and we have to apologize. Hurry!
Hi, this is Woody. Hope you're awake. It's time for us to start to bake. Sweet potato pudding, southern style, see? A sweet potato treat for you and for me. We need 1 beaten egg, 2/3 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of sugar. No, we're not done. 2 tablespoons of butter, melted and then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, we need some lemon extract. Oh, lemon extract, 1/8 teaspoon to be exact. And most important for what we're gonna do, 3 medium-sized sweet potatoes too. Now we're ready to cook. And it's a good notion to get someone older to help with the potion. Because working around the stove just can't be beat when there's someone bigger to help with the heat. Now gently boil the sweet potatoes till they are tender. And then remove their skins and mash them in a big deep bowl. Add the sugar and milk, the egg and the butter, the cinnamon and lemon extract. All told. Now beat the mixture until it's creamy, then grease the baking dish. This'll be dreamy. Then fill it with the sweet potato mixture and bake. An oven of 350 degrees it'll take. Wait 45 minutes, and when it's done, you'll have southern pleasure for everyone. You might want to take it out 10 minutes early and put marshmallow on top, all white and pearly. Then put it back in the oven 10 minutes for southern sweet potato pudding. You want more and more.
What does the word race mean?
It means ready, set, go. It means a horse race. Or a motorcycle race.
Right. Those are all races. But the word race has another meaning, a different meaning.
What does the other kind of race mean then?
Well, first we have to ask, what does it take to be human?
I have 2 eyes.
Right.
Don't forget to smile.
No, can't have horns. What are those? Wings? Can't have wings.
Yeah, cut it out.
That's better.
What about legs? 2 legs, please, on the double.
Need some hair. It's not a gorilla. It's a human person. Put the hair on the head.
Okay. 2 arms, 2 legs, hair on the head. These are some of the things that make us different from the birds and the beasts. That's why humans are put in a single group, the human race. But sometimes it's convenient to divide this very large human race into smaller groups. One group of humans that you know is the family. Sometimes it's also helpful to divide people into neighborhoods, states, and countries. There are many ways to group people. By hair color, by shade of skin color, by size, and so on. The same person can fit in many different groups. Bald, curly, size. In the past, scientists and others have made attempts to group people according to qualities like shade of skin color, kind of hair, shape of noses, etc. This idea of grouping has been called race. But none of these scientists have ever agreed on how many such groups or races there should be. And the more you look at differences in people, the more it seems that every person should be in a separate group.
It's often quite useful to group people, even to divide them into races, as long as we remember that no one group is any better than any other. It's a good feeling to be part of a group and part of the human race.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, there lived a beautiful...
Hey, Luther! She's sitting there talking to a book.